Welcome to Happy Learning class. I'm glad to be back with you again. Today, we will look at menstrual hygiene. What is menstruation? Last class, I told us that menstruation is the flow of blood through the vagina. It comes every 28 days, but may come anywhere between 21 to 35 days and usually lasts about 3 to 7 days. And also, the flow of blood is heavy during the first 3 days and become less towards the end. Remember, each girl's menstruation cycle varies, but the process is always the same. Let's find out what we mean by menstrual hygiene. Menstrual hygiene is defined as using a clean menstrual management material, that is the pad, to absorb or collect blood that can be changed in privacy as often as necessary for the duration of the menstruation period, using soap and water for washing the body as required, and having access to facility to dispose of the use of menstrual management material. So in summary, is the way of you taking care of yourself during that period. Why is menstrual hygiene important? Taking care of yourself during menstruation is as important as taking care of your body to day activities. A little negligence in menstrual hygiene can cause your body harm. When you take care of yourself properly, it reduces the chance of vaginal skin being infected with bacteria, which can result in painful rashes. It reduces the risk of urinary tract infection due to prolonged use of sanitary pad, which can result in painful urination, lower abdominal pain, back pain, and fever. It also helps to prevent reproductive tract infection, which can result in abnormal vaginal discharge. In this sense, maintaining proper menstrual hygiene is important for your well-being and development. Let's look at 10 things you need to know about menstruation. For too many girls, the first period is a surprise without knowing what is happening to their body and why it is happening. Menstruation can become a scary and confusing time. The first thing to know is that menstruation is normal. Menstruation is a normal process that should happen to every girl once she reaches puberty, usually between the age of 9 to 16. Number two, menstruation is not a sickness. You can live your normal life during menses, go to school, play with friends, eat and drink, everything normal. You can attend social gathering. Number three, girls can have irregular cycle in the first few years of menstruation. So you need to understand how your body works by watching the small change that happen each month. So maybe this month is not going to be in the same time, the next month is going to come in another time. That is a normal process. All you need to do is to study your body. Number four, girls experience many changes around the time they get the first period. Like you notice your breast is growing, your hip is getting wider, and so on. Number five, menstruation does not have to be a secret. What I mean is that keeping something secret because you are scared or ashamed is not supposed to be like that. Once a girl is informed, you can also be of help to others. So that is the purpose of the learning. Let's continue. Number six, sometimes menstruation can be painful and the amount of pain is different from girls to girls and from month to month. But if your period is so painful, you can't stand or walk, you might need medical help. Remember, all girls have the right to receive help if they have menstrual health problem. Don't be ashamed if something seems wrong. Get help. Number seven, your diet makes a difference to your well-being also. That is the truth is that whether a girl is menstruating or not, she can eat and drink anything that is included in a well balanced diet. Number eight, exercise is really good for girls. No matter which time of the month, there are many benefits to exercise, including the mental boost you get from feeling fit. Number nine, a girl's body will be healthy if she practices good hygiene during her period, which is our topic. Lastly, it is okay for you to use pad. What are the effects of poor menstrual hygiene? What is going to happen to you if you don't practice good menstrual hygiene? Menstrual is a natural biological process that every healthy woman undergoes. Although every woman experiences it on a regular basis, not everyone is well informed about the need to ensure hygiene. So now take notes. If you are not doing it properly, this is what you are going to get. Menstruating girls need to pay particular attention to personal hygiene. Why? Because during this time, a girl is vulnerable towards potential life-threatening disease. Poor menstrual hygiene can lead to many issues such as fungal or bacterial infection of the reproductive tract and urinary tract. Also, it causes irritation of skins. Unhygiene practice make women prone to becoming infertile. Ensuring hygiene during one's period is not a tough task. With a little effort, it is easy to maintain good cleanliness. So, I want you to get yourself familiarized with the simple tips that I'm going to tell you. Menstrual hygiene tips or guidelines. Now, the following should be practiced during menses. One, use good sanitary pad with well-fitted pants to prevent the blood from getting on your clothes. Two, change the sanitary pad regularly to prevent odor from developing and avoid infection by germs. Three, wash yourself properly. Wash the vaginal area properly at least twice a day. This will help in removing all the harmful bacteria. Four, wear clean undergarments, that is your pants. Wear fresh and clean undergarments every day and change if you feel the pants are soiled with discharge. Unclean underwear can produce a bad odor during period and put you at risk of infection. Five, you can carry on your normal daily routes. There is nothing wrong with you. You can only seek medical help if you have menstruation pains. Six, dispose of sanitary pad properly. Make sure you wash your hand before and after changing pad. Wrap soiled sanitary pad in a old newspaper and throw it in the dustbin. Never put it into a water closet. Seven, eat a good balanced diet food. Eight, Take regular baths to prevent body odor. You must bathe twice a day. It can be more frequent where convenient. That is it. You can take it more than 2 times or 3 times a day, depending on how convenient it is for you. 9, use deodorant if you possible. No, it's good, or you use a nice smelling powder, it can also help you. And finally, make soap and water to be your best friend. What are the articles to use during menstruation? The article to use during menstruation include the following: sanitary pad, well-fitted pants, shorts, and deodorants to make you smell fresh. Now, I want you to listen properly. I'm talking to the girls now, so I want you to listen to me properly. I'm sure your parent is also going to help out when it comes to menstruation, but I want to give you a little advice from my end. From the onset of puberty, special attraction to opposite sex, change in the body attract opposite sex. Take notes. And the self-conscious occur, and one has to pay more attention to one's appearance at this time. So you have to take care of yourself, pay attention to yourself. When I say pay attention to yourself, you know that your body has grown to become a woman somehow. You are having a increase in your breast, you are having a familiar shape. So it's likely that you are going to get attracted to opposite sex. When I'm talking of opposite sex, I'm talking about boys or men. Some evil-minded people seize the opportunity to indulge in evil acts by raping the young female and exploit the body. Be careful and watch out for such evil-minded people. Your body is a temple of God and it belongs to God. Avoid undue interaction and friendship with opposite sex. Never be close contact with people of the opposite sex. Choose and keep friends who are of a good character. Bring your friends and let your parents know them. Feel free to discuss your feelings and your problem with your parents and guardians. You can also send any question, anything that you want to discuss with me, you can send a question to our questions section and notes. You can see me when we resume school. Also, we can discuss concerning this. And finally, keep away from sex until you are legally married. So, my dear guests, please take care of yourself, be wise, and be sure that you are doing a good job with yourself, and don't let anybody deceive you. And my final note: if you have somebody telling you something and say don't tell your parents, something will happen to you, don't believe them. Whatever it happens to you, let your parents know. And if anyone, whether your uncle, your cousin, or anybody is touching you where you are not comfortable, scream, shout, and let your parents know. Nothing will happen to you. Don't keep it to yourself. Don't be ashamed. It's a normal thing. And I want you also to be very careful. Hope you enjoyed the class. In conclusion, physical health and personal hygiene are important parts of women's well-being, especially during menstruation. Although periods are a biological process, it is important to ensure personal hygiene during these days. Poor hygiene can lead to vaginal infection, urinary tract infection. Keeping yourself clean is the key to good menstruation hygiene. Be wise, be clean, be healthy.